My name is Mike Vandenberg. I am one of the owners of that Meetball place here in Farmingdale and Patchogue. Thank you. No applause, just your money. We have Scott Coletti, also my partner in everything I do. I want to make sure I recognize them. Scott Coletti, thank you. Ralph and Trish Reale are somewhere over here. They can just stick their hand in the air if they're eating. They're not going to wave. And Joe and Donna Reale, also my partners. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out to this amazing charity. And I want to tell you quickly how I met Tim. Tim is a remarkable guy with a remarkable foundation. He'll get into the details of that. But about 5 years ago, I was driving to the office, and in driving to the office, I'm listening to the radio. You know, the news comes on, all the crap that happens, car crash, this, that, and the other. And on this particular news run, there was a story about a 4-year-old boy who was literally around the block. We're on 35th Street. This was on 37th Street. His mother and mother's boyfriend, there's one kid here, so hold his ears, beat the shit out of this kid until he died. And knowing how close it was to my office, I was completely heartbroken. Like, if your parents could do this to you, what chance did you have in life? Like, you were just totally screwed. You know, and then I'm thinking to myself, who's gonna bury this kid? You know, where is this kid going from here? Like, where do they go? Like, they're just gonna stick him in a pine box and shove him in the ground? Or... So I called the police department, I talked to Scott, I said, Scott, we gotta do something. He's our neighbor. And Scott, as always, of course I'm on board. I called the local police department, I got in touch with the detective that was handling the case, and I said, look, we're a local company, we wanna do the right thing anonymously. I was never expecting it. This would be the first time I talk about it. Anonymously, we want to bury this kid, a formal, proper burial. So he said, great, thank you so much. I need to put you in touch with somebody. And they handle this type of stuff. He goes, there's an organization called the Children of Hope, and there's a gentleman by the name of Tim Jaccard that runs it. So of course, my first response is, there's a freaking organization for this stuff? Like, how screwed up is that? Like, how screwed up is that? That there's an organization to bury kids that are just left to nobody. Had no shot in life. So then, that's how I met Tim. They gave me the phone number, I called Tim, I explained to him I wanted to do something, I wanted to do it anonymously. He said he would totally protect us. And, you know, I gave him the check, and they did what they do. You know, a couple of years passed, and of course, Tim dropped off a beautiful plaque to our office. I see it all the time, and I kept saying, I gotta do something for this. This is just an incredible organization that just gives to the people that literally are left with nothing. So that's how I met Tim. So Tim is a remarkable guy. I'm gonna let him speak a little bit. And again, thank you guys for coming. And please welcome Tim Jaccard.
Mike, you're the best. Today, I met Mike. He was a remarkable man to actually have a conversation with, and he had tears in his eyes when this was going down. When we bury a baby, I buried 122 children at Holyrood Cemetery. I bought an island there called the Island of Hope, and that is where we lay the children to rest. They are honored with 6 pallbearers, 24 American flags, usually from 50 to the most we ever had, 500 motorcycles from the Blue Knights, the Guardians of the Children, all escorting the baby to the church and then to the cemetery. The babies are baptized. If we know that they're Jewish, then we do a different ceremony, but they then are transported to there, and that's where they are laid to rest. Now, you've heard the sad news and the bad things that go out there. When this all came down back in 1998, and I wrote the first bill called the Infant Abandonment Protection Act, it took me 10 years to go across the entire United States to pass the laws that legally allows a woman to walk into a hospital, police, or fire station and relinquish their child without repercussions. and without being charged with the crime of abandonment. That is what this was all about, and that's where it started. So we have an understanding. As of Friday, we rescued 3,118 newborn infants throughout the entire country. As we were preparing today, I received a phone call from a young woman who now is known as Jane Doe Hope 5-17. I don't want to know your name, don't want to know, I'm keeping your secrets if that's what you want. We have counselors that we work with that can psychologically deal with these young women, and we try our best to get them not to relinquish. We try to get them to parent the child under the nucleus of her own family. If that's not an option, then we try to go with a closed adoption. If that's not an option, the relinquishment means that this child has a chance to live. And that's how we deal with this on a regular basis. Now, as we stand here tonight, I am ecstatic that Mrs. International University, she is going to be presenting the proclamations from all 50 states. I'm not going to read off all the states, but all 50 states has sent proclamations from the governors claiming April as National Safe Haven Awareness Month. That's why we're here tonight. It's National Safe Haven Awareness Month, and that's what we're doing right now. The President of the United States has a proclamation that he's given to us. I will read that shortly to you, and then after that, we'll move forward. We also have the town of Hempstead's, which is representing the counties throughout the New York State area, and Chris will be presenting that particular plaque at this time. All right, and as we sit here and I look at all of you, I am at awe that Mike is able, and Scott was able to pull this off in 29 days. We met, and it's just an incredible feat right now. All right, so I'm going to present Miss International University, Universal, I get it, the International Beauty Queen, okay?
It's actually just international. But I'll take all the above, it's okay. So, I still love him. We love you. Okay, so first I have to say, this man is so dedicated to this. He has put his heart, soul, his blood, sweat, and tears into this, and he doesn't ask for anything in return. He does this selflessly and seriously just because he feels a calling to this and to prevent this in other babies. So can we just give him a hand of applause for this? Amazing. And so it's a dream come true for me just to be here, just to meet him. He's one of my heroes. So I got this in 24 hours, so I'm pretty impressed with my governor's ability to do this. But I pulled some strings because he made it possible for me to be here in 5 days. So literally, we just booked our flight like 5 days ago. And so I pulled some strings and got this in 24 hours, so I'm really proud of this right here. This is a proclamation from the governor of Wyoming. Now, I know that's not the governor of New York. It's probably not as cool for you guys, because we only have 500,000 in our entire state. But to me, this is a big deal. We have all 50 states here that have done this for us. So it may look like paper and just a few words to you guys, but this right here is the beginning of saving so many babies' lives. Everybody here is here for a reason. If you guys would just post on Facebook, talk to others, share about safe haven laws, you could save the life of a baby. It's that easy. Most people I speak to, I go everywhere speaking all over the U.S., outside of the U.S., don't even know what safe haven law is. So this is a big deal. These proclamations, having our president proclaim April as Baby Safe Haven Awareness Month is huge, and that's all because of Tim. So, we gotta clap it again. So it basically says that the goal of Baby Safe Haven Awareness Month is to prevent the deaths of newborn infants and to provide parents with a responsible, safe mechanism to relinquish a newborn. So basically, in different states, it's different laws, but if you feel like you're unfit to raise your baby or to parent that baby, and you don't know what to do, you don't want to give it away, or maybe you're hiding, or maybe you're young and scared. We don't know the situations, but many times these situations are horrible. These mothers are desperate. And so he made a way to where these mothers can take their babies and they can relinquish them at any fire station, police station, hospitals, churches. Depending on your state, there are so many options for you. And you can literally hand your baby to any staff there and not have to say a word. And this has saved 3,318 babies because of that. And so each one of these are proclaiming this month to be the awareness month and to encourage all citizens like you guys to go out, to promote, and to increase awareness of these laws. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here and help us. If you guys can all just post about this today, we would appreciate that so much, and continue to post about it. If you guys haven't liked his page, please find our page on Facebook, like it, and share our post. You could be the one to save a baby. So thank you. Here is from...
All right, Peter King is in Washington, D.C., and he cannot make it here because of the turmoil we're dealing with the health care and all that. Erin King Sweeney, his daughter, was supposed to be here, but she's stuck at an event right now, and he was unable to get here in time to be able to present it. So on behalf of Peter King and Congress, the proclamation is presented to us here, stating that Congress is in 100% support of the Baby Safe Haven program, which they presented this proclamation to me in the past, acknowledging that April is the National Safe Haven Awareness Month, and that all of Congress has agreed and signed the proclamation. So that's one of them that we have here. Chris, this is yours. The county executives throughout Nassau, Suffolk, Westchester, all over, has also presented proclamations to us, and Chris is about to announce this one here.
Timmy, first of all, I'd like to say what a great honor it is to be here tonight to represent all the county executives throughout New York State. First of all, most of us know this week has been a very busy week for a lot of the elected officials. We just opened up the Veterans Nassau Coliseum today. It's a phenomenal place. But if you heard our elected officials, they're talking about how the Coliseum is a jewel of Nassau County. Yes, they're correct. It is one of the jewels. But Mike, Scott, this is definitely a jewel of Farmingdale. What a fantastic place. This is the first time I've been here. I love it. You guys are doing a great job here. I wish you the best of luck. The elected officials speak about jewels. Well, Timmy, the Children of Hope is the Hope Diamond of all jewels. What a phenomenal organization. Timmy, I've been with you for many years. I love you very much. From the bottom of my heart, this organization is a fantastic organization, and it is the Hope Diamond. Timmy, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Best hugs. I don't know if you noticed that. When he gives you a hug, you know he truly means it. So we have a few more here.
Yes. All right. The last one I'm going to present here is from the President of the United States, and it is for let it be known that all of the United States in General Assemblies hereby offer this sentiment congratulations to the Children of Hope Baby Safe Haven and the National Safe Haven Alliance for the saving of babies' lives. We now here declare April the National Safe Haven Month, and signed by the President of the United States and Congress and everybody else. So God bless.